Picture this, it's the 2010s, you're on the App Store, Jetpack Joyride, Cut the Rope, Angry Birds, Temple Run, The Impossible Quiz, Doodle Jump, Fruit Ninja. Regardless of how old you are, you probably have nostalgia for at least one, if not all of these App Store titans. Back when I was like 12, I remember loading a dinky little Android tablet filled with these things, from Subway Surfers to Where's My Water. But there was another. A game so evil that it broke news headlines for years. A game so dark and disturbing that it may have cost the lives of several innocent children. In that game is Talking Angela. Dramatization aside, today we're talking about Talking Angela, the hit App Store game from the early 2010s which had a huge amount of controversy surrounding it. Were the rumors of child trafficking rings and hackers true, or was it all an elaborate hoax targeting an innocent kids game? Let's sit down and take a nostalgic look back at one of the internet's biggest hoaxes. Before we get into the video, I'd like to give a really big thank you to today's sponsor, Wingfox. Wingfox is an online learning platform where you can take courses in digital painting, animation, special effects, filmmaking, graphic design, and more, all taught by industry experts and veterans. Wingfox actually recently added a brand new course to their lineup called Cyberpunk Art and Drawing. I'm super stoked to share this one with you guys because it's taught by the amazing Park John Q. Park has worked as an illustrator for Cyberpunk 2077, League of Legends, and has also worked with Capcom on a Resident Evil project. Also, just look at this dude's art, it is absolutely breathtaking. You will learn drawing basics like how to use reference and plan out your composition, as well as more complex skills like how to draw machinery and cyberpunk style accessories and weapons. This course is super epic and you can get a huge discount by clicking my affiliate link in the description. If you want to take another course though, that is totally fine and you can use my discount code WFH15, once again that's WFH15 for 15% off any course. Thank you so much to Wingfox for sponsoring this video, and now let's get on with the story of Talking Angela. In the early 2010s, the App Store was king. Pretty much any game that functioned would become the next big hit, and Talking Tom was no exception. For the uninformed, Talking Tom was a pretty basic app which allowed you to connect your microphone so you could say something out loud, and the cartoon cat would basically mimic it back to you in a funny voice. In retrospect, there's about 3 minutes worth of actual content in this game, and 2 of those minutes are just beating Tom to death. But for some reason it was a hit and spawned a whole franchise of games, from Talking Ginger to Talking Gina to the most wretched creation of all, Talking Ben. I just hate him so much. But we're not here to talk about that creature, we're here to talk about Angela. Talking Angela was first released in 2012, a year after Talking Tom, but wasn't fully released on all platforms until about 2014. But what is, or rather what was, Talking Angela? The app was similar to Talking Tom, allowing you to interact with the cat and make her perform various animations, but with a few added features. You could earn coins, dress her up, and buy her drinks, which gave the app a little bit more content as well as a pretty effective incentive for kids to grab their parents' credit cards. However, the app had another feature, a feature which would eventually lead to the game's infamous downfall and disgrace. You see, Talking Angela had a chatting feature, essentially allowing you to type whatever you wanted into a chat box for Angela to respond to. She would talk about random topics, ask and answer questions, and generally engage in pretty basic conversations with the user. Similar to other chatbots like Cleverbot Eevee, it used an AI to carry out vaguely coherent conversations, though it wasn't super advanced. However, if you download the game today, you won't see a chat box. That's because in 2013, wild rumors started flying around about the app. Talking Angela was saying disturbing things to children, asking them invasive personal questions, or even identifying paintings behind them in the real world. Word on the street was that Talking Angela was run by a secret undercover child trafficking ring. Others said the app was run by elite hackers mining the private information of children around the world. It came out that Talking Angela was run by a creepy old man, and if you look closely in Angela's eyes, you could see him watching you. So what the hell was going on? What was this conspiracy, and why was it spreading around the internet like wildfire? Why was it being dislike bombed from all angles, with hundreds of people coming forward with their own terrifying experiences with the app? And could it really be true that Talking Angela was hiding a dark secret? Now, if you weren't there for the height of the Talking Angela conspiracy craze, you have no idea how big this thing got. The fallout was enormous. Just googling Talking Angela today will yield thousands of images and articles warning of the dangerous nature of the app, and the game's wiki page is like 5% about the app and 95% about the conspiracies surrounding it. These strange and disturbing claims seem to originate from Facebook but quickly spread throughout the rest of the internet. These posts were often copy-pasted on Facebook, Instagram, through email, and even on App Store and Google reviews, effectively making it not only a widespread conspiracy but a copy-pasta too. Here are a few early examples of Talking Angela copy-pastas which were circulated and spread throughout the internet.
Attention parents and grandparents. My future daughter-in-law just received this warning from a friend on her page. Do not let your child download the Talking Angela app. It is very creepy. Gracie downloaded it without asking to her Kindle Fire because it was free and a really cute cat. She brought it to me to answer the question it asked. I immediately noticed that it had activated the camera. It had already asked her name, age, and knew she was in the living room. I immediately deleted it.
So please read. There's an app called Talking Angela. Do not download it. There is a guy or guys behind it who stalk children. This one girl on Twitter downloaded it and Angela asked where she lived, but the girl lied and Angela replied, "You lied," and the girl's aunt's address came up on the screen. Then she tried to log off and Angela said, "I know you're about to log off. Watch out, beautiful." The app also takes pictures of you with your front camera. This guy's like a genius. Please don't download it and warn people. This is so scary.
Yeah, these posts paint quite the picture. You'd assume that most people would see a post like this and think, oh boy, Auntie Janet's at it again on Facebook. But bizarrely, these posts spread like crazy, catching the attention of multiple mainstream news outlets.
So like someone was behind the eyes watching you at all times, even if you're off the app and your phone's off.
The kids are really sending us messages almost daily about Talking Angela.
Well, that's an app your kids are talking about. Looks like a cute little cat, but apparently they say it's hiding a big bad secret. Call 7 investigator Teresa Marchetta has been looking into this.
People were making notes at posts, infographics, and the infamous zoomed-in eye pictures, which supposedly showed a creepy man reflected in Angela's eyes. Because, you know, if you're hacking the app to spy on people, you want to implement a feature where they can see you, you know, kind of like a little Easter egg thing. The app was getting bombarded with 1-star reviews, mostly from kids who would write about their spine-chilling experiences with Angela. For a lot of kids in 2013, this was basically baby's first creepypasta, so the "this totally happened" dial is cranked up to 100.
Hi, when I was 5 years old, I played this and something was creepy. A man was in her eyes, and when I was sleeping, my grandma was dead. So do not try this app. It will kill you or your dad, mom, grandma, and sister.
Don't download this game because a lot of children got kidnapped and died. So please, there's a man inside Angela's eye. See and goggle, it's true. You see a room, I know, but don't download this. It's so dangerous. You can be dead in your house. Please, my friend got this, but I found her dead body in the basement, so don't download, please.
I'm scared. It called me when I was at the carnival, then said I'm behind you, and a clown cut my finger and it's still outside. I'm calling 911 on this clown and this game.
You can actually see mention of missing kids in a lot of these reviews, and a quick Google search will lead you to articles covering the disappearance of 7-year-old Eli Moreno. The young boy was playing Talking Angela while his mother was in the shower, and when she got out, he was gone. The detectives immediately asked Eli's mother if he had the app installed and confirmed that several other kids in the neighborhood had gone missing. To quote the article, "We are assuming this news hasn't been made public to keep app users from panicking." This rumor started on the site hustlers.com, truly the gold standard in terms of journalistic integrity. The site also published groundbreaking articles such as McDonald's exposed for using human meat and Teen Sue's Jewel claims vaping made him homosexual. This rumor has obviously been debunked. There's no missing child under the name Eli Moreno, and this picture is likely just stolen from Google Images. However, that didn't stop it from circulating in chain emails and copypastas, adding further fuel to the fire. So now it's probably a good time to tell you, Talking Angela wasn't run by a team of hackers or a child trafficking ring or a creepy old man. It was all a hoax. With how poorly written and nonsensical most of these posts are, it seems unbelievable that the rumors would circulate on such a huge scale for so many years, even being given the spotlight on multiple mainstream news outlets. The chief executive of Outfit 7, Sam O'Logan, responded to the hoax by saying, quote, "Obviously, it's a hoax. I don't know how it got started or how it got traction. These things just happen. We have millions of users every day using this app. Can you imagine? We'd need an army of it's ridiculous." And the man is right. An article published by The Guardian in 2014 claimed the app had been downloaded over 57 million times, and it's been nearly 8 years since that article. All these tall tales of creepy men telling kids that they could see through the camera and knew where they lived seem pretty unrealistic, given the fact that Outfit 7 would need a coordinated team of millions of creepers to make it work. When you think about it, the situation was pretty ironic. Parents around the globe were rushing to delete the app in fear of being spied on, when nowadays we all know that phones watch and listen to everything we do anyway. And these free app store games are especially predatory in the way that they gather data on users. So while there was no hacker in Angela's eyes stealing info, there was a corporation behind Angela who was extracting and gathering data from its users, which is basically the same thing. And while we can look back with scorn at the dumb rubes who believed in this hoax, we have to put it into context. With technology advancing faster than ever before, the early 2010s were a time of uncertainty and worry. Parents did worry about their kids getting abducted on Club Penguin or getting their information stolen by secret hackers. These were legitimate concerns, but their panic was misplaced due to their misunderstanding of technology. If your information was getting leaked and shared, it wouldn't be a hacker in an iPhone app, it would be a big corporation gathering and sharing your data. We know this now and accept it as common knowledge, but back then the concept of websites stealing your information was scandalous and scary. Now when I order Uber Eats for the 5th time in a week, I stare boldly into my iPhone camera, knowing that my Apple-appointed FBI agent is helpless to stop me. My point is, the rumor was crazy and silly and ridiculous, but due to the climate at the time, I can kind of understand how a rumor like that could cultivate and become as widely believed as it was. So after all of the outrage and panic, what became of Talking Angela? Well, the rumors were so widespread and severe that Outfit 7 permanently removed the chatting function. A lot of the more recent one-star reviews of the app show disappointment at the removal of this feature, and there's even a change.org petition you can sign if you're so inclined. So you'd think that'd be the end of it, right? The rumors are over 8 years old at this point and have been debunked by everyone, from Snopes to The Guardian to basically anyone with object permanence. But believe it or not, this hoax is still going strong. Just a year ago, a YouTuber called Lauren Side uploaded a Talking Angela conspiracy video which has over 10 million views. And you know, of course it's extremely high quality content.
Oh my god, what the heck was that? You guys saw that, right? Her eyes were like separated from her head, as if something could be behind her eyes. I just tried to grope her, and she told me no. What is this teaching children?
But regardless of the video's integrity, it shows just how relevant this hoax is even today. There are kids still commenting that their parents made them delete the app because of the creepy stalker man posted only like a few weeks ago. You'd think that the avalanche of rumors about this app being run by serial killers and hackers would have a negative effect on it, but you'd actually be wrong. According to all the sources I've read, the hoax actually led to a huge increase in downloads. And while nowadays the original Talking Angela is kind of a shell of what it used to be, Outfit 7 created a second game, My Talking Angela, which is more popular than ever. I mean, hell, the Talking Angela YouTube channel has 11 million subscribers, and judging by the numbers, I don't think they're struggling, especially considering Outfit 7 has multiple other enormous channels. Overall, the story of the Talking Angela hoax is a curious one. The rumors were spread heavily by children as a sort of playground urban legend, and the thousands of misspelled and over-dramatized reviews are proof of this. Once word got to their parents, it caused a huge moral panic, and they flocked to Facebook to warn other parents. From there, it spread to mainstream news outlets, and the cycle continued, transforming Talking Angela from a relatively unknown app store game to an urban legend in a matter of weeks. The situation is an interesting case of modern internet-fueled moral panic, and one that still persists on the internet even today. Thank you guys so much for watching, I really appreciate it. I really hope that you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much to Wingfox for sponsoring me. And yeah, thank you guys so much for the support and getting me to 100k. It's still unbelievable, and I can't thank you guys enough. It means the world to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Really hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!